Hi class. All right, so yesterday you actually completed sewing on your buttons as well as completing that running stitch with your measurements. So if you look at it right now, this is what your pin cushion should look like. You have your buttons sewed on just through one piece of felt, that top piece of felt, and then you've knotted it in the back. So all the knots are in the back. You've actually gone through each button 3 stitches. So they are really secure. And then you did your running stitch. You have your measurements on the second felt. So you'll see I stitched over those measurements for the running stitch, and that allowed me to get stitches that are about the same length as well as distance from each other. And then I'm going to move on. Today we're going to learn how to do the overcast stitch. So here I've made my measurements for the overcast stitch. I came down 1/2 centimeter and I stitched about a distance of a quarter between each. So I have 1/4 quarter of a centimeter and then a 1/2 centimeter down. And that's what I did with the seam gauge that's actually in your basket. You'll be able to do this as well. So to start the overcast stitch, your needle is on the parking spot, and it's always going to be on that parking spot when you're not using it first, so you don't lose it or that somebody else doesn't get hurt. So we're going to pull that off, and then we're going to start where you ended the stitch for your running stitch. Again, you're going to hide that knot in between, so you're going to come up right about where your measurement is for that stitch that you can see when you open up the 2 pieces of felt. Pull it up, and this is just going to hide that knot in between. It's going to make the back side of your pin cushion look very clean. So now that the knot is hidden, for the overcast, this one is pretty much my favorite stitch. You actually go over, you take your thread over the side of your pin cushion and then go back up. I can actually see my measurements through the yellow felt. And if you can't see, if you have a darker felt, just look inside to make sure you're hitting those stitches, okay? And then again, you're gonna go over the pin cushion and up at the beginning of your markings for that measurement. The slower you go, the easier it is to make sure that those measurements are spot on and precise. And we want to be as accurate as we can with stitching because this helps make it look clean when you're actually stitching clothing. Okay, again, over, your thread goes over the side of the pin cushion and up on your measurement. And you'll see that's how you do the overcast stitch. All right, thank you so much.